Hey, this is Mark, Certain Circles Unknown as Goat. Welcome to Goat's Garage. Here's a short one for you. Mama's away out of town. She's got a rental, and we're working on the 2012 Mustang. We put a stereo in it and put the stock mufflers back on it because the Roush were way too loud, and it's been a long time on there, so we're done. Drone, nah. So yeah, doing the door panels, the insets. So you got to clean all the grooves real good, and we used a couple brushes to work these as clean as we can get them. All that's left on here, all the foam's gone, so it's pretty much tacky. I mean, my fingers are sticking to each other right now. So it's good tack on there. There's no foam to separate, so I think we're good to throw some silicone ATV on there and put some weight on them. Kyle and I are doing that today, so when Janine gets back, she'll have a stereo that rocks, and Android Auto, and the quieter mufflers. Yeah, we hooked her up with double din Pioneer, and it's pretty nice actually. It kind of brings the car up to this century. Yeah. Anyway, washers weren't working, so we found a broken nozzle. That one's there. That one's not. They get old and brittle from the heat being under that hood, and they just fall apart. I didn't even have to work at getting it apart. It crumbled in my hands. So yeah, on the road, when she gets back, she'll find, we're not even going to tell her anything. We're just going to clean the car up a little bit and let her get in it and figure it out on her own. Maybe we can video that. She hates being on video though, so especially published video.
I just love it when she starts it up. The exhaust is different.
Oh yeah, it's like stock mufflers on here now. It's quiet.
The Roushes were too much.
Yeah, they were just too much. No, it's going to be nice. She can actually drive and not listen to buzzing noises.
The rat of the drone at like 50, 60 mile an hour.
Oh, these louvers will start to vibrate.
Yeah.
At about 60 miles an hour, you start getting that buzz.
Always the worst part about riding in this car.
It'll drive you crazy.
It will, especially early in the morning.
So yeah, it's going to be better. Yeah, some things you do to cars and you think they're cool, and they were cool at the moment, but maybe not as cool as you thought they'd be. Well, there's a couple of them here.
Yep.
So now, yeah, we got her set up now. It should be cool. So hope you enjoyed this little short, and have a good day. All right, so these are now cleaned up pretty good. Everything, we've test fit the panels. All the grooves are cleaned out. We've wiped down and got all the marks and stuff off of the door panels with some Windex. These are wiped with Windex, so they're ready to glue on. Got some bricks somewhere, towels to put on the vinyl to protect it. These door panels have all been wiped clean. For the most part, they look pretty decent. So we're about to hit them with some arrow there, and got those panels there, and we're gonna dress them up, see what they look like. All right, the arrows on them, I think they turned out pretty decent. We'll probably hit them again once we get them back on the car to finish up putting it together. Just do a little quick detail on it, but these things were grungy. I mean, they'd never had a good detailing, and this was lots of Windex, and our little friend here made life easy. We use that brush to scrub all the loose foam off of these pieces here and that one there to get the grooves out, and our friend the blower. And now we're going to put the panels on. Kyle's putting a last wipe down on the insets, and we'll see how this goes. Well, the instructions on these panels said to do a perimeter line and then one up the middle, but I mean, there's so much glue and I'm not going to leave it in my drawer to harden up and then have these things maybe pop off one day down the road and we go, I wish I'd use that whole tube instead of letting it harden in the drawer.
Now we have a hardened thing in the drawer taking up space.
So we decided to just use the tube up and then we'll slap them on there. So Kyle's working on.
We'll see if
you still got room for another line right in there, or just some dots, some large dots here and there, whatever. Yeah, these things ain't never coming off.
That's the hope.
As they say, more glue the better, right?
You can never use too much glue.
Right.
Well, maybe.
Get it. We went full send on the glue. Yeah, that one's on already.
Looking so pretty. Might have gotten a little bit ham on the glue, but
nah. Where's that tube at?
I gotta get this inlay first.
Okay, it's in, and now kind of moving around a little bit, spread that glue out while pushing on it. This ain't never coming off.
No, not at all.
There's no way this is ever coming off. Okay. All right, we'll lay some towels down and throw some bricks on it, and
these girls will be good to
you'll
go.
see them when they're on the door.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, end of story on the Mustang.
A couple months later.
Yeah, a couple months later, we were putting the video together and I discovered that we didn't have an ending. We didn't have results of all our work. So here's the stereo Alex and I put in. And we put in this bezel, this whole thing here is part of the kit. And it comes with the buttons. It allows you to put a DIN in. You take your air conditioning controls, the knob, and all that stuff comes out. Frees up some space down here. Gives you a pocket with a USB that goes to the radio. And what's neat is it added the function of tire pressure monitoring system. It's built into the car. You just don't get it with the standard package V6 Mustang.
Don't have a screen in 2012.
Yeah, and now we're into the, like I said, this brought this car into this century. So you can hit climate. You can program these buttons, and you climb it. And this is like one push is fan, and long push is temperature. I don't know if you saw that or not. We'll do it up. One push, fan.
I've heard the buttons can be unresponsive though. Only complaint.
There it is. There it is. There it is. And if you long push it, there's your temperature going up. And of course you can do it all right here too. And all the buttons here. So anyway, programmed a few buttons in your information system. So it gives you all the gauges and stuff that you normally wouldn't have with this car, which is kind of cool. And let's see.
Much quieter startup.
And getting the pipes off, you notice it's not buzzing like a angry bumblebee. Unfortunately, it restarted the whole head unit.
That's good. Always be edited out.
And we get Kyle to plug in
The best thing
his
ever added to
device.
vehicles
Android Auto is a pretty neat feature. Welcome to Android Auto. Continue. And you still retained the display up here with the temperature and the time and which songs are playing, the band, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you got Waze or Google Maps, or you can use the phone. You've got a mic right here. And we have used the phone. She has used the phone. And it sounds very clear. So there you go. If you, what is it?
You have to blur all this out.
Blur what out?
All the addresses.
Yeah, we'll blur out the addresses. We don't want you to know where we live. Although any intelligent individual could probably figure it out.
You give it to the wrong person, they can figure it out in one video.
So yeah. Anyway, that's how that turned out. While we had it apart, we took all this apart, and she's already got a good start on making a mess again. This was goopy. We cleaned it all out. I gave Kyle the task of cleaning all this bezel and all this and these, and
It was very fun.
he took it apart and he had put it in the sink.
Yeah.
Took a brush to it.
Scrub it.
And yeah, we cleaned up the car a little bit. So
11
anyway,
years.
that's the stereo Alex and I did. And the video of the door panels, there's what the door panels turned out like that we glued on. And I think they look pretty freaking good. Yes, indeed.
Way better
Mucho.
than that crumbly garbage.
Mucho bettero. And let's see.
She had the OBD2 hooked up.
Yeah, that's right. The OBD2 hookup was right there for the stereo. That's why it gives you
All the information.
all the information on that screen.
Which is super convenient.
So the cars are all wired for probably everything. If I were to put a steering wheel with a steering wheel stereo controls and all that on here, there's probably the harness is probably there to plug it all into.
100%.
And backup camera, it's got everything. We just couldn't use it all because this is your base model V6 Mustang. And then yeah, there's here's my finger. And then there's the nozzle replaced to get the windshield washers working again. In order to get that, you just had to remove those suckers right there, and this whole piece comes down, and then you gotta fish them from there up into there. It's a lot of fun. Not.
Yeah.
So
Especially when you goofed it the first time.
anyway, that's pretty much it for the Mustang. The little
4 now.
updates. We still got a few more things to do to it. That right there, we need to fix. I'm gonna sand that down, throw some primer on, and I've got some Kona blue, and we'll get that taken care of. Need to put some sound deadening matte strips on the underside of this.
Yeah.
I had this powder coated, I don't know, a year or so, 2 ago, because I tried painting it myself. That didn't work out too well, so I just took it to a powder coater, had him clean it and powder coat it.
Quite nicely.
It turned out pretty nice. It's holding up fairly well.
Better than freaking factory.
The factory paint on those, not good. So anyway, yeah, that's it. That's it. We're done. Hope you enjoyed it. And
There'll be more on this in regards to front suspension soon.
oh yeah, we got some suspension.
A lot of parts.
Oh yeah.
We got to get that knocked out. Maybe
Control arms, bushings,
Get the 84 running.
front and rear,
Yeah.
sway bar bushings, shocks.
Be extensive.
There's a whole lot that needs to be done to this. It's got, well, I don't know if you saw the mileage on it. Where is the freaking mileage? I gotta close the door. Anyway, it's 197.
Or is it, I
think it's 1975 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could say very nice things about this car, but I'm scared to jinx it.
I don't have any wood nearby, so we're gonna say that We are extremely pleased with
Ford.
this car, although it is the only Ford we own.
Yeah, we're all about the Japanese car.
And the only reason I bought this Ford was because they were the only company that didn't take a bailout back during the car crushing days. Yeah, so...
I mean, but you did get the...
well, that was 2020, so...
Only 8 years later.
You haven't seen video of that, have they?
I don't think so.
I don't think y'all have seen that one. The Scat. It's the Scat Pack.
Did we show the everyday drivers? Should we keep that to ourselves?
They don't need to see your Honda.
That's what, I don't care about that. What the hell? I'd rather do a whole series on the 80 before I even touch the Honda.
Yeah. Well, I think they've seen that. They saw the 80. Let's see the 80 in some videos too.
Oh,
there's stuff in the background, the Suburban, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean dedicated.
Yeah.
Not Mustang related.
2020
right.
Scat Pack's only got 18,000 miles on it. If that tells you anything.
Yeah, 2020 Honda's got like 48. So
yeah, you're working construction. So.
You can't regret.
But the Scat Pack, yeah, it's my I'm gonna die with that car, pretty much. And since they've decided to go EV with the Chargers. Oh, sorry. Let me swallow that.
It's the future. It's the future, right?
I'm just gonna leave it there.
I'm with to buy my new Tesla. Only the highest quality.
I want a Prius. Yeah.
Let's just say we're old school. It's fine.
Yeah. Ice, baby.
I will say 40 miles to the
baby.
gallon is nice.
Yeah, well, this is 32 on this car here. It gets 32. And it's 305 stock horsepower, and we've got a tune, a cold air induction on it.
Supercharger?
No supercharger. That day may come, I don't know, with 197, 518 miles on it.
Once you get a new daily
supercharger would probably be a bad idea without going through the motor. And I don't know. I mean, eventually, this has been a good car.
If you get her a new daily driver, we can do what we want.
I can't afford a new daily driver. I'm still paying for the Scat Pack. and the tractor.
And the wheelbarrow, yeah.
The big orange wheelbarrow. Yeah. So anyway, enough of the personal life.
Yeah, it's probably all going to get cut out.
Yeah, it'll probably get cut anyway. Anyway,
but back to the Mustang.
If you like the videos, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and drop us a note in the comments. Let us know what you think, whether you like it or don't like it, or disagree with something we said, or I don't care, one way or the other. But yeah,
it helps the algorithm.
Keep coming back. That's all we ask. I'd like to build this channel up and really have fun with it. I'd like to not have to work anymore for the major corporation I work for. We'll stop right there. I love my job. Y'all take care. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye.